Hello, good day. How are you today? You're good, right? Okay. Are you ready for today's lesson? You are? That is good. So today in quantitative reasoning, we are going to be looking at multiplication and division, okay? Today's lesson in quantitative reasoning, we are going to be looking at multiplication and division. So first we are going to be looking at multiplication. So are we ready? We are with our bricks and our pencils to get into today's lesson. Today's lesson in multiplication, we are going to be looking at learning multiplication tables. Okay? So are we ready? This is what we mean by multiplication tables. Okay? 2 times 1, 2. 2 times 2, 4. 2 times 3, 6. 2 times 4, 8. 2 times 5, 10. 2 times 6, 12. 2 times 7, 14. 2 times 8, 16. 2 times 9, 18. 2 times 10, 20. 2 times 11, 22. 2 times 12, 24. This is what we mean by multiplication table. Now, we are going to be understanding that multiplication is about repeating addition, okay? It's repeated addition. What do we mean by that? You know 2 times 1 is 2, right? And 2 times 2 is 4. 2 plus 2 is 4, okay? 2 times 2 is 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. Now you have 4. 2 times 3 is 6. If you add 2 to the 4, you will have 6, okay? So 4 plus 2 is 6, which is 2 times 3. So if you keep on adding 2 to the answer you have, you get the answer, okay? What do I mean? 2 times 2 is 2, right? If you add 2, that is addition. If you plus 2 to 2, it will give you 4. If you plus 2 to 4, it will give you 6. If you plus 2 to 6, it will give you 8. If you plus 2 to 8, it will give you 10. If you plus 2 to 10, it will give you 12. If you plus 2 to 12, it will give you 13. If you plus 2 to 14, it will give you 16. If you plus 2 to 16, it will give you 18. If you plus 2 to 18, it will give you 20. If you plus 2 to 20, it will give you 22. And if you plus 2 to 22, it will give you 24. Okay? So multiplication is about repeated addition. If you keep on adding 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, you keep on having your answer. So 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6. If you add 2 to this 4 you have in 2 times 2, 4. If you add 2 to 4, you will have 6. You can see, right? We added 2 to 4, we have 6. 2 times 3 is 6. Now, 2 times 4 is 8. If you add 2 to 6 you had, 6 plus 2 will give you 8. So it's repeated addition. You just have to keep on adding 2 to the answer you have. From 4, you have 4, you had 2, you had 6, you had 2, you had 8, you had 2, you had 10. It keeps on going. It's repeated addition. Okay? Do you understand that? Good. Let's look at the next table. We have 3 times table here. 3 times table. 3 times 1, 3. 3 times 2, 6. 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 4, 12. 3 times 5, 15. 3 times 6, 18. 3 times 7, 21. 3 times 8, 24. 3 times 9, 27. 3 times 10, 30. 3 times 11, 33. 3 times 12, 36. This is adding 3. You know, in 2 times table, you were adding 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Now, in 3 times table, you add 3, 3, 3, 3, okay? 3 times 3 is 9, right? Okay, let's start from beginning. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. If you add 3 plus 3, it will give you 6. If you add 3 to this 6, that is the answer you have here, 6. You add 3. 6 plus 3 is going to give you 9. 3 times 3 will give you 9. So it's repeated addition. Do you understand what I'm saying? Your answers you add 3 to it, you get the next answer. Okay? 3 times 1 is 3. If I want to know the next number, I can add 3 to this 3 we have here, and 3 plus 3 is 6. So 3 times 2 is 6. If I add 3 to 6 we have here, I will have 9. So 3 times 3 is 9. If I add 3 again to 9, I will have 12. So 3 times 4 is 12. If I add 3 to 12, I will have 15. 3 times 5 is 15. Repeated addition of 3. Okay? I have 15. If I add 3 to 15, I will have 18. 3 times 6 is 18. I add 3 to 18, I will have 21. 3 times 21, 3 times 7 is 21. I have 3. If I add 3 to 21, I will have 24. 3 times 8 is 24. I add 3 to 24, I will have 27. 3 times 9 is 27. I add 3 to 27 is 30. 3 times 10 is 30. I add 3 to 30 is 33. 3 times 11, 33. I add 3 to 33 is 36. 3 times 12 is 36. It's repeated addition, okay? You just have to keep on adding 3. And you have your answer. Do you understand? So we have looked at 2 times table. We have looked at 3 times table. Next, we're going to be looking at 4 times table. So here we have 4 times table. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 plus 2 is 8. If you add 4 to 8, you have 12, right? 4 times 3 is 12. The next, if you add 4 to 12, you have 16. And 4 times 4 is 16. If you add 4 to 16, which is 16 plus 4, you will have 20. 4 times 5 is 20. It's repeated addition, okay? You have 20. 20 plus 4 is 24. You have 24. If you add 4 to 24, you have 28. If you add 4 to 28, you have 32. If you add 4 to 32, you have 36. If you add 4 to 36, you have 40. If you have 4 to 40, you have 44. If you add 4 to 44, you have 48. If you add 4 to 48, you have 52, which is 4 times 13 is 52. Okay? If you add 4 to 52, you have 56. 4 times 14 is 56. Do you understand? It keeps on repeating. It's repeated addition. Okay? 4 times 1, 4. 4 times 2, 8. 4 times 3, 12. 4 times 4, 16. 4 times 5, 20. 4 times 6, 24. 4 times 7, 28. 4 times 8, 32. 4 times 9, 36. 4 times 10, 40. 4 times 11, 44. 4 times 12, 48. If you go through this, you see that it's addition of 4 to each of them. You added 4 to 4, it will give you 8. Add 4 to 4, add 8 to 4, it will give you 12. Add 4 to 12, it will give you 16. Add 4 to 16, it will give you 20. Add 4 to 20, it will give you 24. Add 4 to 24, it will give you 28. Add 4 to 28, it will give you 32. Add 4 to 32, it will give you 36. Add 4 to 36, it will give you 40. Add 4 to 40, it will give you 44. Add 4 to 44, it will give you 48. Repeated addition. Do you understand? Now we have looked at 2 times, we have looked at 3 times, we have looked at 4 times. Now we're going to be looking at 5 times. 5 times, what do? you add 5, 5, 5, 5, right? This is 5 times table. 5 times 1, 5, 5 times 2, 10, 5 times 3, 15, 5 times 4, 20, 5 times 5, 25, 5 times 6, 30, 5 times 7, 35, 5 times 8, 40, 5 times 9, 45, 5 times 10, 50, 5 times 11, 55, 5 times 12, 60. Adding 5, 5, 5. Do you see the pattern? So multiplication is like repeated addition, okay? It's repeated addition. 5 times 1 is 5. You add 5 to this 5 you have here is 10. You add 5 to 10 is 15. You add 5 to 15 is 20. Add 5 to 20 is 25. Add 5 to 25 is 30. Add 5 to 30 is 35. Add 5 to 35 is 40. Add 5 to 30 is 50. Add 5 to 50 is 55. Add 5 to 55 is 60. So it's repeated addition, okay? You just need to keep on adding 5, 5 to the answer you have. Do you understand that? It's easy. Multiplication is easy, okay? You just need to keep on adding, and adding, okay? Next, let's look at 6 times table. We have looked at 2, 3, 4, 5. Next is 6. This is 6 times table. So it's adding, okay? 6 plus 6 is 12. 6 times 6 is 12. Starting from 6 times 1 is 6. You add 6 to 6 is 12. You add 6 to 12 is 18. You add 6 to 18 is 24. You add 6 to 24 is 30. You add 6 to 30 is 36. You add 6 to 36 is 42. You add 6 to 42 is 48. You add 6 to 48 is 54. You add 6 to 54 is 60. You add 6 to 60 is 66. You add 6 to 66 is 72. Okay? 2 times 1. Sorry, I'm going to 2 times. This is 6. 6 times 1, 6. 6 times 2, 12. 6 times 3, 18. 6 times 4, 24. 6 times 5, 30. 6 times 6, 36. 6 times 7, 42. 6 times 8, 48. 6 times 9, 54. 6 times 10, 60. 6 times 11, 66. 6 times 12, 72. It keeps on going, okay? 6 times 13 is 78. Do you understand? It keeps on going. You just need to keep on adding 6, 6, 6, 6. Okay, in 6 times table, you just have to add 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. You add 6 to 12. 12 plus 6 is 18 is the next one. When you have 18, you add 6 to 18 is 24. When you have 24, you add 6 is 30. When you have 30, you add 6 is 36. When you add 36, you add 6 is 42. When you have 32, you add 6 is 48. When you have 48, you add 6 is 54. When you have 54, you add 6 is 60. When you add 6 to 60 is 66. When you add 6 to 66 is 72. When you add 6 to 72 is 78. Okay? That is 6 times 13 is 78. When you add 6 to 78, it will give you 84. If you add 6 to 78, it will give you 84. That is 6 times 14 is 84. Do you understand? So you just need to keep on adding, okay? Multiplication is addition. If it's 2 times table, you add 2 to the answer you have. You add another 2 like that. If it's 3 times table, the answer you add 3. okay?